The moment to kind of wrap your brain around that and make.
Oh, Kavaliauskas comes forward, and Bud Crawford was hurt.
The boxing world was already buzzing when Gervonta Tank Davis shocked everyone by throwing a punch at Terence Crawford backstage during the Canelo vs. Crawford press conference. But now, Tank has finally broken his silence. The situation has escalated. His first words after the punch hit social media like a bombshell, leaving fans torn between calling it bold or reckless. This wasn't just a minor scuffle behind the scenes. It's a moment that could change the course of multiple fights, including Crawford's massive showdown with Canelo Alvarez. And now that Tank has spoken, the question remains, what does this mean for Bud, Canelo, and Tank himself?
Gervonta Davis say you need the money.
Shit.
What's going on with you and Gervonta?
If I'm a boxer, he a boxer, you a boxer, we all need the money.
I ain't doing it for free.
Thank you.
What if Gervonta said, hey, I'll come up to 154. I'll come up to 154 while you talking.
Oh man.
You go to you'll fight Gervonta at 154?
I wish him the best. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why did they come? Is it because they feel they need to come for the guy that seems like he's on the top right now? And right now, you're the guy on the top, so everybody's taking Ryan Garcia saying Canelo gonna beat Bud.
They train together. He supposed to say that.
Let's break it down. After days of silence, Tank finally addressed the incident during a late-night Instagram live. In classic Tank fashion, he didn't hold back. He doubled down, claiming that Crawford had been belittling him backstage in front of cameras and his team. Tank made it clear that he wasn't about to let anyone, especially Crawford, talk down to him.
Bro, when people, what I got from that is he's a hater. If you don't know me as a person, but say you don't like me, you don't know me, you feel me? And I don't give a fuck. Him. If everybody including Will, I mean Will. Fuck.
Same question for you. You're a proud father.
Those words set the internet on fire. Supporters called it vintage Tank, fearless, unapologetic, and always ready for a fight. Critics, however, saw it as yet another sign of him spiraling, letting emotions take over and damaging his own career in the process. Because let's be real, while Tank may think he won that moment, Crawford isn't just any fighter. He's gearing up for a clash with Canelo, one of boxing's most anticipated showdowns. And now, Tank has placed himself right at the center of it all.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your home.
I'm taking them. It ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
But look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm different.
I see you too.
You see I'm different than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
you
see.
know it.
We'll see.
We're gonna
son.
see.
What about Bud? Crawford hasn't stayed silent either. According to sources, he laughed off the punch backstage and told people that's all he's got. But when Tank took his comments public, Bud fired back even harder.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
The response says it all. Crawford isn't letting Tank throw him off. His focus remains locked on Canelo. And honestly, that's probably the smartest move, because if Tank thinks he can bully Bud into fighting him right now, he's dead wrong. Bud has a much bigger mountain ahead of him. Tank even tried to stir the pot further by accusing Bud of being on steroids.
Going up those weight classes to face him, you know, how can you convince fans that he can beat Canelo?
I ain't trying to convince y'all that he can beat Canelo. He's a good fighter. But, bro, I would say smaller fighters are always better than bigger fighters because, like, you know, they're smaller, they know how to move and things like that. But this guy is great at what he do. He got. And another thing, bro, I don't be wanting to, how these guys is, then you get hurt against,
Magimov?
who?
There you talking about
Gamboa.
Talking about Magimov? Is that what you
No,
said?
he got clipped by
Gamboa?
Gamboa, right?
yeah.
Right? How the fuck is he's looking this strong over the past year, these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So now, that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Y'all laugh, I'm always
No, do tell. Open up.
telling you.
This.
And that guy that a part of it, he been caught before. He went to jail for it.
Talking about Victor Conti.
He went to jail, right?
Victor Conti's
Yeah. And he the owner of the snack shit, right? And he went to jail for it. Now it's like,
It's all over.
you know, you see, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but you see, Earl said some things like that, like about like the people in the steroids, but
Yeah.
they don't want to say no names, but come on, bro. Like,
So why does this one punch backstage matter so much? Because it perfectly highlights where these two fighters are in their careers. On one side, you have Terence Crawford. After cementing his status with a dominant win over Errol Spence Jr., he's now moving up in weight to face Canelo Alvarez. That's legacy defining. That's chasing greatness, stepping into danger against bigger, stronger opponents.
Oh, I'm feeling great. I've been working out. You know, actually, I just got done running before we, head into the press conference. So everything is going according to plan, and I'm looking forward to becoming a 3-time undisputed champion come September 13th.
On the other side, you have Gervonta Davis. Once considered the future of boxing, Tank is now facing plenty of questions. His spat with Lamont Roach left many saying he looked flat and uninspired.
From what he said, obviously, I want to retire. His demeanor, it's like he don't really want to box no more. Telling people don't box, kids shouldn't box, So it's kind of like he don't really love it no more, You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that will mess you up. 'Cause in a fight, you got to be all the way in. Because when problems, rise in the ring, even if it's a little problem, you got to be ready to snap it in the butt. It's all up to Tank. It's all about what, how he feels inside internally. I think, for him, it's a lot to do up here too.
Then came the arrest, the legal battles, and his time in prison. And now, instead of focusing on redemption, Tank is out here starting fights backstage, calling out Jake Paul, and chasing attention. This isn't the Tank fans once fell in love with. This is a Tank who seems to be slipping. Interview 9. Let's address the elephant in the room. Even if Tank wanted to fight Crawford tomorrow, the size difference makes it nearly impossible.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you
Period.
say done, you mean like not fighting anymore?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something sort, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing. He's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that.
Crawford is already pushing his limits by moving up to fight Canelo, who naturally weighs 168 pounds, meaning Bud will be giving up size, power, and strength. And with that fight looming, people are already worried about him.
Tank would never even think about to come up to 154.
What about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
I don't like nothing about him. I just feel like, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways.
Tank, on the other hand, fights at lightweight. He's explosive, but nowhere near as big as Bud. If Crawford can dominate at welterweight, imagine what happens if Tank, a lightweight, tries to compete with him. The size and reach difference would be staggering.
47, how does a fight with you and Terence Crawford look?
Damn. 147? I tap that chin, you know he going to sleep.
I already know. I already know
he
he
ain't
is.
got no chance.
I already know he is.
You said no chance.
I got round 5.
You got round 6.
That's why many see Tank's backstage punch as not only risky but completely unnecessary. Because even if this turned into a real fight, Crawford would hold a clear physical advantage.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
Nah, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining the catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
Let's not forget this happened during a Canelo versus Crawford press conference. That's the real story, and Tank simply tried to steal the spotlight, but all he did was draw more attention to Bud. Now the world is asking, if Bud can handle Tank backstage without breaking a sweat, how will he deal with Canelo under the bright lights?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that's moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great. He said, I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it. Ooh. At 147, I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see,
then what the people gonna say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know. That's
when
what
I
I'm saying.
go up, I'm not coming back down. So
Canelo hasn't said a word about the incident, but you know he's watching closely. He understands that Bud's fight with him is personal. It's about cementing his legacy and proving himself against one of the most dangerous fighters alive. And Bud doesn't need distractions like Tank stirring up trouble on the side.
And you will see that.
So when I beat you, is you gonna be a nobody? When I stuff a mud hole in your ass, is you gonna be a nobody? You gonna be just like everybody else. Watch. Watch. Same shit that everybody else been saying since I moved to 147. I ain't fought nobody. Every last one of them stump a mud hole in their ass, and he gonna be next. Watch.
Question for Canelo Alvarez.
The fact that Tank didn't need to be in this situation makes it even more disappointing. He has the talent. He has the fan base. But his choices are steering him down the wrong path.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Rashid told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to walk me back, and that's why I pushed him. And you know, like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off. Yeah. So it's gonna be almost as.
Look at the Lamont Roach fight. Fans expected Tank to put on a show and remind the world why he's one of the most dangerous knockout artists in the game. Instead, Roach made him look ordinary.
Davis Lamont Roach. I think we need to start with that one.
Yeah.
What transpired in that fight was astounding because you have to remember Tank Davis was a 16-1 favorite going into this fight. Lamont Roach, while a WBA champion, was moving up from 130 pounds and no one thought he had a chance. And the general demeanor of Tank Davis going into this fight was like, hey man, I'm kind of done with this. I got 3 fights left. I'm going to be done by the end of 2025. I don't really like this sport anymore. Kids, don't do this. Go into soccer. This ain't for you.
People walked away saying Tank's aura of invincibility had vanished. And instead of regrouping, Tank got detained again. Now that he's out, what's he doing? Throwing punches at Bud backstage and talking about Jake Paul. It feels less like a star chasing greatness and more like a star chasing relevance. We have to address this, because while Bud is preparing for Canelo, and Canelo is focused on cementing his place as one of the all-time greats, Tank is entertaining the idea of fighting Jake Paul.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have countered it. They would have countered it, it would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids and I had the same thing. I went through the same shit. When I fought Andre, that shit burning my eyes, so I cut that off.
Let's be clear, Jake Paul is not Canelo. He's not Bud. He's an entertainer with some boxing skills, but nowhere near Tank Davis' level. If Tank seriously takes that fight, it tells us everything. We'll know he's no longer focused on belts or legacy. He's chasing paydays, and maybe that's fine for him. But that's not the Tank Davis fans signed up for. If Tank truly wants to bounce back from the chaos he's created, there's only one fight that can save him: Shakur Stevenson. Fans have been begging for it. Shakur has been calling for it. And this rivalry has been brewing for years.
Now, you called out Canelo in the ring. Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Shakur couldn't believe Tank would rather fight Jake Paul than step in the ring with him. And honestly, a lot of fans feel the same way.
Next, I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
Right now, it looks like Tank is ducking. But here's the truth: he doesn't have to. He can stop avoiding Shakur, take the fight everyone wants, and prove to the boxing world that he's still the dangerous, explosive star he's always been.
Say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fighting?
Man, Tank, disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am.
The tale is right there. Tank versus Shakur isn't just another fight. Tank surely wants his shot at redemption. So, where do we go from here? Crawford's path is clear. Forget Tank and lock in on Canelo. That's the fight that could cement his all-time great status. Beating Canelo would put him in elite company, and that's exactly where his focus should be.